You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Domashevitz.
You nailed that. That was a really, really good intro.
Yes. Whew. I've been waiting for that moment.
He's been practicing for 2 weeks.
Yep. 2 weeks, man. We've been gone for a minute.
Yeah. It's my fault.
Is it your fault?
Yeah.
Justin Lawrence Domashevitz.
That is my middle name.
I knew it.
2 weeks ago, we had a huge, it's called Co-Mission. It's a huge youth event where like all the youth ministries across Grays Harbor get together and have like a big service together.
Right.
And then last week I was at my son's college football banquet in Tacoma. And today we're going a little earlier than normal because I have my other son's high school basketball banquet at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So everything's my fault.
It's all your fault.
For the last few weeks.
That's just a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Last week, though, Andrew and I were also in Longview. Wait, was that Saturday or Sunday? Wasn't that Sunday?
It was Sunday.
It was Sunday. Yeah. We were out of town last.
That was for Gam Gam's birthday?
Yes.
Gammy?
That was for
Meemaw?
Great Grandma Gross.
Oh, GGG.
The triple G.
The triple G. That sounds like she's a rapper.
Some people are OG. She's triple G. G cubed. Pi G. No, that doesn't work. Pi's 3.14 something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Great Grandma Gross. And this was a
Yesterday was Pi
birthday.
Day.
How old did Great Grandma Gross turn?
95.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
It is.
I will not live that long.
Probably not.
It's definitely not going to happen. I did too much to abuse my body over the first 40 years of my life.
Men
I don't know
generally.
how much of that has to do with your actual longevity or how comfortable you are in the last 30 years of your life.
But I feel like if I'm so uncomfortable by the time I'm 80 because my knees are shot, because when I injured my knees playing sports, I just put a brace on and kept going.
It's okay. They can replace those now.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm banking on. Like, I've been complaining of knee problems lately, knee pain, and Andrew's mom has been like, "Oh, you should probably go get that checked out now." And I'm just thinking, no, if I hold on long enough, hopefully they have figured out how to make like robot knees.
Daniel's going to be 75 and faster than he was in high school.
Exactly.
you guys know $6 Million Man, right?
Yes, although I've not actually watched.
But
that.
you know, you know what it's about.
Yeah,
I made a $6 Million Man reference in front of a teenager the other day. He had no clue what I was talking about, and I felt so old. But also, I was like, "That's a show from my dad's era."
That's
but
a
I know it
thing.
because like it's a cultural thing. Like if you know about TV, you know $6 Million Man.
yeah.
I just felt really old.
I saw a tweet the other day, and the lady was like, I was telling my daughter that when I had TV, there was only 4 channels. And she rolled her eyes and was like, "Oh, yeah, whatever, Mom."
And now they're like, "What's a TV channel?"
Yeah, good point.
Because everything is streaming now.
But then she was like, "Oh, my gosh, what if my dad really did walk to school uphill both ways?" That's good. I thought that was pretty good. Wow, lots has happened.
Yeah.
Normally our busiest time of the year, well, I still was broadcasting games, and so I was busy, but we didn't get to talk about it on the show or anything.
Right.
But holy smokes, the blaze of glory that is the end of winter sports season with wrestling and basketball and all that. Was
Wrestling, we talked about the Matt Classic.
Yeah. Was Kawoosh our only state champ?
No, we had 3.
We had 3.
Yeah, we had Finn Eckerson
Right.
from Monty.
Okay, there we
and
go.
Xavier Espinosa from Elma.
The 2 that I would have expected. Like, I haven't seen as much. Maybe it's just because driving into Aberdeen,
Yeah.
they have like up on their reader board, and I haven't been to East County much recently,
Yeah.
but they have up on their reader board like, congratulations, Kawoosh, state champ.
Yeah.
And so I haven't seen the other ones
Yeah,
because I was
those
thinking
were-
Espinoza and Eckerson probably would be.
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet. Good. Some people my age don't know what VHS tapes are, just so uninformed.
That's pretty fair. Like
That is-
but stuff moves so fast from VHS to CD to DVD to Blu-ray to now it's all obsolete.
I would think nothing less of a kid who has never seen or used VHS.
Right.
But listen. I've known what
Listen.
8-tracks were
that's a good
as
one.
long as I can remember.
Yeah, same.
Like, you should, if you have an interest in the world around you, you should know what videos were like before you were born.
Kids these days don't have an interest in the world around them.
Kids
Well,
these
they're not
days.
taught to. If they do naturally,
Thanks a lot,
then
public
maybe they
school
do.
system.
Yeah.
Thanks a
public
lot, Department
school
of
system.
Education.
Yeah, education. Wait,
Man,
dude, I'm trying to find the last show sheet we did. We haven't
had a show sheet, and like even when we've done shows in the last few months, there's been no sheet. There was one time that I
It's like
created a
January.
sheet. I created a show sheet, and I put like 3 things in it. But I thought, it will help Andrew just to have the structure with the commercials and everything.
Yeah.
And then I just completely disregarded what was best for Andrew after that, just to make his job more difficult in general.
That's
Yeah,
generally
that
a good
checks out.
move. Hey, we got Chase, and by the way, I don't want to ignore my mom's comment of 3 pink sparkly hearts.
Thanks, Mom.
Love you too, Mom.
there is one
Jack
pink
says,
sparkly
"Boys,
heart.
we kick off on Sunday against Quad City Steamwheelers." Steamwheelers. That's kind of a dope. That's a dope team name. 5:00 Central, 3:00 Pacific time on Overnight Sports or the IFL Network. Sweet, Jack. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to remind me.
3 Pacific
they're
is
the barn.
noon.
Iowa. What's
What is Jack doing?
He's coaching football for an arena league team.
Oh yeah, I remember that
what's-
now. We talked about that at one point.
I can't remember the team name. Jack, you're gonna have to remind me the name of the team.
He'll help
Yeah.
us out.
So we had basketball finish, wrestling finish. I'm assuming spring sports are already underway.
I don't know if there's been games for sure. I don't know for sure if there's been games yet. Oh, actually, there has been soccer games. I don't know how many,
Gotcha.
but I do know that one of the Monty boys got injured in
Oh,
the first soccer game. I
In
think
a
he's gonna. I
soccer
think he's gonna
game?
be okay.
How do you get hurt in a soccer?
You kick the ball at the
Daniel.
exact same time that someone else kicks the ball.
Daniel, you have lived with Jake Royer, who played soccer with Adam Bighill.
Yes.
And broke
I
multiple
also
legs.
I played soccer with them. You know what I never did? Got hurt playing soccer.
Well, that's because you didn't challenge.
I am the most injury-prone person you know. I never got injured in a soccer game.
Just because you
And
played,
think about that.
'cause you
I
play real
also played
sports.
against Jake Royer and Adam Bighill in soccer,
You're more likely to get injured in ultimate frisbee than soccer.
right? Because you're jumping more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah says that means you're playing wrong.
Yeah, you know how you get hurt playing soccer? If you're slow and people take you out.
or if you
I-
challenge the
Okay,
defenders.
I have two. I'm going to give you 2 examples of injuries I witnessed in a soccer
Yeah.
game when I was covering for the
Yes.
newspaper. Okay, the first one, goalie went to dive to stop a ball and hit his head on the
Yeah, goalies
side
are different.
goalpost.
Dude, goalies get hurt all the time.
But he also did it to himself because he ran into
Yeah.
something that was motionless.
Yeah, but goalies also run into
That's
people's
a UPS driver comment right there.
But also,
goalies also run into people's knees sometimes. Like,
same goalie,
yeah.
same goalie. Once
Was
there
it
was
Brett?
this was an yes, actually it was Brett. The same goalie. This was in a Monty versus Elma game. The goalie is running out towards somebody who's charging with just a one-on-one at the goal.
Right.
And the player with the ball didn't kick it quick enough, and the goalie was able to get to it, and he rolled over on the ball, and he rolled over on the kid's leg and broke it really badly.
Yeah.
Lower part of the leg, but that was obviously the offensive player's fault because he didn't get rid of the ball fast enough. So
Yeah, you know what I'm hearing? It's a bunch of excuses.
the same goalie, one reckless
Yeah.
goalie, 2 injuries, 1 to himself.
Yeah. And by the way, I was admonished constantly for playing too physical in soccer by officials and people I played against. I was a very physical soccer player.
Daniel,
did you have
I was
elbows?
also
specifically elbows-
really good at it.
Specifically, elbows out is how Daniel was playing physical.
What? I was too whittled
widow
to hurt
Daniel.
others. Yes, I can see that. But also, the too whittle person never got hurt. Explain that to me.
It's soccer.
It's soccer.
Iowa Barnstormers.
Yes, Iowa Barnstormers.
Thank you, Jack. Oh, Jack says keep an eye on Madison Breakovich, catcher for Monty Fast Pitch.
There we go. How about is Aberdeen Fast Pitch going to be good again this year?
No clue.
I'm still mad that we didn't get T-shirts.
We were gonna
T-shirts.
we were gonna try to coordinate getting state championship T-shirts, and we did not do that. We could just get custom ones printed up. Do you want to do that? Just like we could send.
Hannah can make us some.
I like this plan. It sounds cheaper. Which is good because I haven't talked to our sponsors since like September.
No. You're right actually, but it was more like October because we were late on it.
Yeah. So we haven't been paid in a long time, but I'm still willing to say thanks to our sponsors.
In a long time.
That's a good point.
That's part of the reason that I was
Yeah.
like. That's part of the reason that I was like. I know that we haven't
Right.
reached out to them for a while, but also we haven't really been doing our job very consistently.
Right.
So
100%.
let's give them a little bit of free advertising while
Yeah.
we can.
Let's do it.
And then one way or another, things will work themselves out.
I'm still triggered. There's not much about me that can trigger me as much as someone saying that it was because of how I played something, that's why I didn't get hurt playing it.
I wish you could see the look on Hannah's
I'm
face right now. She's
so-
so proud of herself.
She's so proud of herself for just like Daniel's like easiest bar to go after.
It's right there with how underpaid public school teachers are.
Can we talk about that for a
Don't get
minute?
me banned. I'm gonna get canceled if you get me going.
Daniel and I have had this conversation a lot, which we are
Yeah.
not going to share with the public what our opinions
Zero.
are.
Yes, zero.
Save the whales and pay the teachers. That's all I have to say.
Oh man, that reminds me of a Dilbert book title. It was called "Shave the Whales."
I have that book. Yeah. So anyway, we were recapping high school sport. So
Yes.
we talked about wrestling on our last podcast.
Okay,
Basketball wise,
Yeah.
the teams that we had that made it to the regional round of state, the only team that won their regional round game was the Montesano girls.
Yep.
So they got to go to the Sun Dome in Yakima, but then they lost their first game, which because the tournament structure is so stupid,
Yep.
means that they got eliminated immediately. So
Yeah.
well,
also,
we just didn't have we had a lot of basketball teams. We had several basketball teams qualify for state. We didn't have any of them make it to that double elimination round at the Sun Dome.
Well, also, I mean, speaking of how stupid it is, Hoquiam ended up losing one game in the district tournament to Seton Catholic, and that ended up like Seton Catholic got a bye, or not a bye, but they had one of those games where if they won their
It
first
was just
one,
a seeding game, right?
Yeah, they had one of the seeding games.
Yeah.
So they were going to the Sun Dome no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to these scores. So Hoquiam, because they lost to Seton Catholic by 1 in the district tournament, they were...
That was the semifinal, right?
Yeah, in the semifinal. Montesano goes to the district final in that tournament and gets blown out, or at least beat handily.
I think it was like a 20-point game.
Yeah. Monty still gets a higher seed in the state tournament. They beat Cedar Park Christian. Hoquiam loses to to Cascade Christian, which then plays Seton Catholic in an elimination game, and Seton Catholic wins by 2. Now,
Man, by transitive property, those things just do not make sense.
yeah. But
Those
also,
scores. The outlier there is Monty losing badly to Seton Catholic, isn't it? Because it
Right.
seems like all the rest of it was pretty close.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like the fact that like all of those games should have been in a double elimination 16-team
Yeah.
tournament, and instead
Did Seton Catholic win a trophy?
Seton Catholic then got so that got them into the double elimination portion. That went over Cascade Christian. They got beat by 18 by Kings, And then, no, they got knocked out by Bellevue Christian.
Okay, so they finished like the equivalent of tied for 7th, basically. Right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
In that range.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, not saying that like our teams were dominant, but like I don't know, the structure's just weird. It would have been a lot closer.
We talked about this before too, but like with the seeding for Monty boys, they ended up playing Wapato, which I think Wapato probably proved that they were the better team there. Although bus legs are a real thing, and you have to drive 4 hours to play one game. You know, I get it.
It's dumb.
But you know, Wapato handled the Monty boys fairly easily. But the reward for winning that game, which Monty had to travel all the way to Yakima for, would be, hey, in like 6 more days, travel back to Yakima for another elimination game.
Right back there.
It's just wild the way that they have this structured, where they pay no attention to region, they pay no attention to travel. They just like,
They
and then
say they do.
It was right on the breaking line of seeding where you know, Wapato was 1 seed below Monty, and now all of a sudden that means one of these teams that everyone agrees are like just a tiny bit set apart from each other. One of them has to travel 4 hours to go play an elimination game.
Yeah.
We really, really need to fix this, because it is not better for the kids. It is not cheaper for the schools. The only thing that it's better for is the WIAA and not having to rent these venues for as long as they had to rent them.
Yeah, but they're only saving like 1 day.
It needs to be restructured in some way that isn't like that. That is number one. That's a horrible experience for the players, and also that's incredibly costly for the schools. And every single one of these like state elimination games, it feels like every time the brackets come out, they have teams traveling 4, 5, 6 hours to go play a game that they know they're going to lose.
Exactly.
It's frustrating.
It's so frustrating.
And the WIAA, I'm going to say, partly because they're being weird about us being credentialed for different things right now, they do some things really well. The structure, like their social media presence, great.
Yeah.
The way they recognize the players with Athlete of the Week, great.
Absolutely.
I understand there's a lot of good things happening at the WIAA, and I want to make sure we're giving them credit for the things that they do well. But the way that they have handled some of these state competitions has been absolutely atrocious.
Yes. Chase says we need to flood the WIA with complaints, then maybe they'll get off their butt and fix something. We've tried that before.
I'm pretty sure that they think they're doing their job if they get complaints.
Yeah. That we even interviewed their
That was the previous president.
Yeah. We interviewed him and talked to him about it.
I mean, he had some, he made good point, but his whole I can't remember the guy's name, to be honest. This was so many years ago.
Being very dissatisfied with that.
I remember that he explained everything from a financial standpoint.
Yes.
So, like, if it is a black and white, here's the finances. This is why we made these decisions, because of the money. And like, I found that to be kind of dissatisfying, because if the idea is we don't have enough money to do the tournament the way we used to, then we're going to shift to this like really weird kind of halfway hybrid model of this tournament that is worse for everybody. There's other ways to do it.
You know what's weird though, because the way they first did it was really bad.
Yeah.
And so it's when they made the change, it was the worst, and it's been increasingly getting better to what it is now.
Yeah, marginally. But Justin, I just realized they're using these facilities the same amount of days now that they did back when I played there. It was a 4-day tournament. It's a 4-day tournament. So they're still spending the same amount on.
So are they just saving by having less games?
I assume so.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right?
Are they using less facilities now than they used to? Like, did they used to have to rent multiple and now they play them in less places?
I remember maybe. No, I thought I remember the. Wait a second.
Because is the B tournament at the Dome now, and it used to be in like Spokane or something?
No, the B tournament's still the 2B, both B and 2B are both at Spokane. Did they do it different weeks?
Maybe
it was all 2A one week and then all 1A the next week. So when I went, Oakwim was still 2A, and I'm trying to remember if there was any 1A teams there. That might have been the difference. Now they do. Okay, I think that must be the difference.
Chase thinks that they need to find a cheaper place than the Tacoma Dome.
That's actually a good point.
The Tacoma Dome is the main problem of all of this.
And the Dome is where they play the high A ball tournaments.
Yeah.
And the Dome is the place that has kept jacking up the prices to the point that they don't even play the state football semifinals or finals there anymore because it's gotten so cost prohibitive. They play at other places. So, yeah, maybe they need to figure out a different solution for where those games are played. But I don't know. It's just become frustrating. And I don't know why the Tacoma Dome in particular kept jacking rates up so much over the last decade or so.
It's kind of too big for like the football. I think it made more sense. I feel like football traveled, but even football, like it's not like they fill it up.
No.
Yeah. Like the lower bowl maybe.
And the basketball,
it's also a horrible football field. It's a really bad football field.
Really bad football field. So I'm not too. I don't know. And I think you're right. So I think facilities wise, I think now that I'm thinking of it, 1A was 1 week, and so they had to rent the Sun Dome for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they are saving money there. I'm wondering though if, like, it's really cool to play at the Sun Dome, and I feel like the 1A 2A tournament, like the crowds are pretty good. It's never full, but it's always like full enough that, and especially like the later, you get some really good crowds. But I bet you could find a cheaper place that would have similar atmosphere. I don't know.
Also, I think it's important to note that they're not actually saving money. They're transferring the cost to the schools.
To the schools, yeah.
The schools are still paying more money than they used to pay in travel.
Well, you might remember, too, that the part of the comments that guy we interviewed was talking about was like, hey, we polled the ADs. Like, we polled the ADs across the state, and this was a popular decision.
Yeah.
It's become debatable whether all the information was like accurately given to the athletic directors when they made those.
Especially how we always hear, oh, they always take location into account, and yet every year we're like, okay, cool, Monty's going to north of Spokane for a game.
Or flip side of that, Colville came to Monty to lose by like 10 touchdowns a couple years ago.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Chase says he's talked to someone who is the AD that's on the 1B seating committee. Spokane is full and Yakima doesn't lose much. They lose money in Tacoma because they don't sell enough tickets. That's what I've heard. I've heard that the most successful tournament is the B tournaments, and then it just kind of gets a little bit worse from there.
Because the small communities.
The whole town goes.
Yeah.
But also because the Tacoma Dome is more expensive
and
of a venue than those other places
True.
are.
But also, you know what I'm thinking? You know, the only reason why the Sun Dome's probably not more profitable is because the majority of the teams in the stupid 1A, 2A tournaments are private schools, and those towns don't care about the private schools going. So you only have like 10 families going because there's zero community around like the entire city or town getting behind that team. It's just the families of the athletes, and that's the majority of the freaking teams in there. You got Kings and Annie Wright and Seattle Christian and the Bear Creek School. All these private schools. I think that applies
to the 3A, 4As too. Like
yes, that's one. Oh, you mean the private schools?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean Gonzaga Prep. Yeah. Eastside Catholic, Bellevue Christian. Like there's private schools up in those bigger classifications as well.
Yes, I'm not sure if it's
maybe not percentage wise, but like a lot of the teams that are the best in those ones are private schools also.
That makes sense. I'm just saying, like, it seems different because the towns are, like, the schools are small enough,
right?
But they're
Seton
in
Catholic's
big
a great
areas.
example of that.
Yeah,
like they're in Vancouver, and
Yeah.
like Seton Catholic, you know, when we've gone there for stuff, it's a nice experience. The people are very friendly. Their outdoor facility is pretty good. Their basketball gym is tiny. They're just like you don't have the town coming to support because you're in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. That's our we started talking about like the end of the season for basketball, and that's
where
always
it kind of
falls into
naturally
this.
leads.
It
Like we're gonna
always
have a
goes to
lot
this.
of baseball and softball and boys soccer and track coming up over the next couple months.
And don't get me started how Linden Christian won another boys title. Like
I didn't even know that.
Freaking
I stopped paying attention after our teams were out.
Linden Christian and Zilla. No, I'm just now looking at the bracket. I stopped paying attention when our teams were out too.
District 4 though, in 2A, showed out really well. I believe. I think R.A. Long finished runner up for boys, and Tumwater took 4th, and I think there was it Columbia River. There was another team in there that was in the top. I want to say three of the top 6 teams in 2A boys were from District 4.
Columbia River lost by 1 to Bremerton.
Right, and Bremerton ended up winning the title.
And they won by 2 against R.A. Long.
Yeah.
Dang, some crazy close games.
It was
Tumwater beat Grandview. Hey, I beat Grandview when I went to the state tournament.
By yourself?
Yeah, all by myself.
Nice.
No. 50-49. So another crazy close game. Dang, lots of these games are so close.
Yeah,
this would have been a good tournament to go to.
I think
2A boys
tournament. District 4 gets they just get annihilated for basketball, and I'm having to get I get message constantly from Forrest about how great basketball is in Yakima. And I'm
even
like,
in 2A,
get out of here with just Yakima,
okay.
like Yakima area in general. And I'm like, get out of here with your stupid Yakima takes. But I looked at that boys 2A tournament. I was like, nice to see. I know that 2 of them are from down south.
Yeah, but
and one of them's Tumwater, which barely counts. But it's nice to see District 4 show out in one of these tournaments and be one of the top areas for hoops.
Absolutely.
Do we have any more high school stuff to talk about, or do we want to take a break and then talk about Cal Raleigh?
I was wondering, do we want to try and find like an athlete of the week?
Oh, we have nominees. I forgot to tell you.
Hey, we have nominees.
Yeah. Let's take a break and then do the nominees on the other side of that.
Dude, okay, talk about transitive properties.
Yeah.
You made a comment about that earlier?
Yeah.
Listen to this. Tumwater plays Pullman in the regional round. Pullman beats Tumwater 73-38.
Oh, wow.
So that puts them in the automatic double elimination.
Yeah.
Tumwater has to win 1, 2. No, they win 1, then they lose 1, and then they ended up playing Grandview and winning by 1 point, right? Do you know who Grandview beat to get
Pullman.
to that? Yes. 58-36. They beat him by 22 points. The team, how's that work? Did Pullman's best player blow out his knee or something? What the heck happened?
Who knows?
Pullman beat Tumwater by 35 points, and then they lost to Grandview by 22 points, and then that team lost to Tumwater by 1.
Maybe everybody was sick.
That's weird.
It's like
That's super
It's like
weird.
when Monty football played against Royal, and everybody was sick.
Yeah.
That's why they lost.
Yeah, sure. Where's Royal Guy when we need him?
Not
Chase
here,
says
so we just have to go with what Justin says. I
that's
guess.
true. Yep. Chase says shout out to the Elma boys for their season. Came up a little short on the Yakima goal, but they had a good year. So close against Overlake, but didn't quite happen. It was a good run for Elma. I gotta say.
I have to say about that Monty football team against Royal.
Yeah.
My son told me that, and this is the kid who refused to not play in games ever.
Yeah.
When his wrist was swelled up like a pumpkin,
Whoa, pumpkin
he
wrist.
told me I'm not missing the game.
Yes.
But he told me when they went on that trip to Royal that if the game had been on Friday night, he wouldn't have been able to play because he was so sick.
Jeez.
So that's why they lost to Royal,
Man.
because they were sick.
They gotta have better immune systems.
I guess so. Freaking All Reds probably poisoned him.
Dude. My guy. That's the conspiracy we need.
All Reds steal signals and they poison their opponents.
Yep.
That is an All Red thing. Allegedly.
The team eats at the Royal Family burger place at Vantage and just.
That's perfect.
I'm beginning to. There's
sounds
some
like the plot of
conspiracy
one of
theories.
those-
Where's Candace Owens? I need someone to investigate.
This sounds like the plot of one of those like baseball or youth sports books from like when we were kids.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, so we have a few nominees for Athlete of the Week. Let's do that. But before we name an athlete of the week, and then eventually we're going to talk at length about the Big Dumper and his World Baseball Classic controversy, and maybe a little Seahawks talk too. We'll do some of that too.
Yeah.
But first, let's take a quick commercial break.
Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Damashevitz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Damashevitz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Damashevitz today at 360-612-3991 or visit damashevitzlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com.
Dude, I need to get another Kira Gardner jersey apparently, because mine is now outdated. Stupid transfer portal.
It's cool though. It's a better school. Like, it's a cooler school than the one she plays for now.
Yeah, now she's an Idaho Vandal.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, is a Vandal a cooler mascot than a Cougar?
Yeah,
it kind of is.
It is.
Yeah, but it's Wazoo though.
School less cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logo less cool.
Yes.
Community way less cool.
Yes.
Yes, the Vandals are pretty dope mascot.
Yeah.
What is do you know the root of that? Like, because a Vandal is not a good thing. Like,
Do you know who the Vandals were?
No,
They
help
sacked
me out
Rome.
with it. What?
They sacked Rome. It was a Germanic tribe.
Okay.
It's a historic Vandal.
It's a historic Vandal, not
Yes.
like someone who
not some
graffitis
like,
stuff.
Yeah. It's
Now-
not some.
We
Or
use the
punk
word
kids.
vandal for people who destroyed things because they came to Rome and destroyed things.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that, actually. I'm really curious.
I don't. Have
Is that
a
the
lot-
extent of your knowledge?
I don't have a lot more off the top of my head.
Okay. I'm going to look that
I
up
think
later.
you need to brush up on Roman history.
Ouch. That stung a little bit.
What are we talking about?
Who knows?
Athlete of the week? Is
Yeah.
that what we're doing?
Yeah.
We got nominees.
I got nominees from Forrest. He sent me a few. So for Aberdeen soccer, actually these are all soccer.
Oh, wait a second. Right before that, Nick's hopped on. Nick and I were arguing, not really arguing, but talking on Twitter or X or whatever it's called about something completely different. But
Everything app.
he said, let's talk about the conspiracy around Jalen Davis and Bremerton being carried to a 2A boys title.
By the refs? Who were they carried by?
Yeah, who were they carried by? What happened? Dude, tell us about it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Can we get Nick on Zoom?
Yeah, right?
Talk about a conspiracy theory. We could do a quad box and have you and me and Nick and Candace Owens just talking about a conspiracy theory in Washington's boys basketball.
And she's just so confused.
Yeah. She'd buy in though. She would buy in. It's a conspiracy theory. She's in.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. What's Forrest got for us?
These are all soccer. So for Aberdeen soccer, Hebron Garcia, 2 goals against Elma.
Hey, we know that name.
Chris Tobar,
Hey,
4 goals against Hoquiam for Monty.
that's a lot.
And then also
I heard that game
Tarek
was wild.
Gunter for 1 goal against Hoquiam and 2 goals against, I always do this wrong. Is it Waluke or Waluk?
Dude, I don't know.
I'm going to say it's
Waluka.
Waluka. Waluke.
How would you say it in Hawaiian?
I don't think all the letters that are in this word are in the Hawaiian alphabet.
Bummer.
Yeah.
And they'd let that stop them.
Well, I think it's a Native American word.
I think so.
So I think it'd be Waluke, right?
Sure. I have no idea.
Okay.
You should
I mean,
ask
Forrest
Clarence.
probably knows and would shame me for the way I pronounce it, like the way I pronounce Nacho Valley.
Dude, Chase is right. I did see this. There was a game-winning shot off before the buzzer is in question. So Jalen Davis hit a game-winning shot, and I think in the semifinal round of the state tournament, and it was really close / maybe not off of his fingertips before the buzzer left.
Do we have replay in state semifinals?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so it's just whatever the ref sees.
Yeah.
That's that. I imagine being a referee in that situation would be brutal because like if we're talking about like a fraction of a second probably,
Yeah.
and then everyone else has the benefit of going back and slowing it down and
Exactly.
watching the replay, but
Frame
you
by
only
frame.
got to see what
Yep.
happened with your naked eye. I mean, maybe put some clothes on your eye.
Dang it.
Yeah. So we have Hebron Garcia, Chris Tobar, Tarek Gunter as Athlete of the Week nominees. And I'm sure Athlete of the Week is going to ramp up. We're going to have more nominees as like baseball and softball get into full swing. And also, self-admittedly, when I start paying attention to stuff, which I have not.
Yeah. What did we used to call? There's a Schmat trick.
Yeah, Schmat trick.
Schmat trick for
Yeah.
Tobar.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Chris Tobar's a stud.
Not only was it a Schmat trick, but it's not like they won for like 8-0.
What was this?
They won 6-4.
Okay.
So
Wow, Hoquiam boys much improved.
yeah, well, we kind of knew this was coming, right? There was a bunch of those Grace Harbor Goals kids that I think were in like the 6th, 7th, 8th grade.
Is Daniel Langer coaching that team now?
I just saw a Facebook post that he's an assistant coach for Grace Harbor College.
he
Is
might-
he also coaching Hoquiam?
He might be.
Let's see if I can.
We'll see if I can find the article and look up a quote here. But
dude, did you know that Gary Mahorter is the boys coach now? Oh, assistant coach. That's you don't usually see assistant coaches with quotes. That's interesting. Yeah, Daniel Langer.
okay.
New
Daniel
Hoque-
Langer, by the way, Grace Harbor Goals,
Yeah,
one of their coaches and
Nice.
one of the leaders of that organization.
new Hoquiam head coach.
Yeah.
Dude, that's exciting.
So we know the boys and girls soccer coaches now because the girls soccer coach works with Andrew and me.
Wait, who's that?
Pedro.
Nice.
Yeah. Andrew, what's Pedro's last name?
Andrew doesn't know.
I don't know. I can't.
You guys have probably known him for years.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love, dude. That is such a guy thing.
It's such
I
a
don't
guy-
know. I've known him for a decade. No clue what his last name. I'm surprised. What you don't even know is Pedro's just his nickname.
No,
You forgot what his real name was years ago.
His real name is Pedro. He's Mexican German, and Pedro's awesome. He's a super cool guy.
He is. He's cool.
And at one point, I definitely did know his last name, but at the moment, everything I say to guess his last name would just sound racist. So I'm gonna not.
You
do
just
it.
said he was a Mexican German, so I'm
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's something like Heiselweiss
It's
or
not.
something like that. Oh.
Is that real, or did you just make
I
up something
just
that
made up
sounds
something.
German?
Yes.
Heiselweiss. That was pretty good.
Heiselweiss.
I liked it.
Dude, what
Yeah.
if that's like I'm gonna see if I can spell Heiselweiss. My vote goes to the Schmat trick. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. I agree. I'm looking up Pedro's last name.
I'm looking up
Oh,
Heiselweiss.
I was looking at Pedro's last name.
Pedro Weber Cruz.
Oh, yeah.
So, there's that.
Wait, why'd you just throw his middle name out there?
No, I think it's two last
Weber.
names.
Oh, gotcha.
Weber Cruz.
Weber, yeah.
Yeah, last names. Yeah. So, good job by me looking that up.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, Chris Tobar.
Yes.
You are our Spivey Athlete of the Week.
I don't think it's his first time.
No, it's definitely not.
So
he's been the Spivey Athlete of the Week at least twice in the past, I believe.
Dude, you know what this just made me think of? Congratulations, Chris. Well done. You have now plateaued
Congratulations.
again. There's no going up from here. Unless maybe you win the Jane Roloff Athlete of the Year award.
Yeah. I just talked to another
it.
soccer player the other day who was
Yeah.
talking about how intimidating it is to play with Chris Tobar because he's just so good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I remember playing with guys
I don't
like
want to
that.
like out this person and tell him that, but
Yeah.
like apparently Chris Tobar, real good at soccer.
Real good. I remember playing with a guy named Jeremy Barsma who was like going to like
It's not a soccer name.
Man U camps and stuff like that, like international soccer camps, and just being like, basically I would get like an anxiety attack just like when I knew I had to play soccer with him because I'm like, oh, this guy's really good.
And you'd be like,
Yeah.
like that.
But then he was super cool to play with and like taught me a bunch of stuff.
That's cool.
And every time I scored a goal on his team, he was like, oh, I knew you were my Padawan. Because Star Wars was like really big at the time.
What is that? What is a Padawan?
A Padawan is like your apprentice.
Have you not watched any of the Star Wars movies after the first three?
So he
No.
called me his apprentice.
Well, no, I watched the 3 original, which is 4, 5, and 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I watched those, and then I watched episode 1.
Yeah.
And then I gave up on
So you
any
don't
Star
have-
Wars thing.
You don't have
afterwards.
any excuse though. Episode 1 is all about Padawans.
Literally, they probably
just
say that
remember-
word like 100 times.
I just remember Jar Jar Binks. This is the only thing I remember. To me, he was the highlight of the movie. Everything else was boring all around it.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
That tracks.
I also like, movies where giant robots fight alien demons that come up from the surface of the earth through the ocean.
King, say more.
Pacific Rim.
Yeah. Both. I liked the second one.
Yeah.
That was good.
Me too.
Yeah.
You'd like Kaiju number 8. You need to watch that.
Okay.
It's a
All
good
right, you
anime
told me
show.
about that. Yeah.
You need to watch it. It's like Pacific Rim, but anime style.
Right. And is it a show?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's only 2 seasons of it, but it's good.
See, for some reason I thought K-pop Demon Hunters was a show.
Yeah.
And so I was like geared up to watch like a
it's just an
half-hour
excellent
episode.
movie.
And then went to watch it, and I was like, oh, this is a movie. We don't have time to watch an hour-and-a-half movie tonight.
So you haven't watched the whole
So
thing?
we haven't watched it yet.
Confused with Fearin'?
No, I had not known. I didn't know. I still don't know much about K-pop Demon Hunters, to be honest.
I
just knew that people liked it and said
Yeah.
it was really good.
It's a good
and so I was
movie.
like, I should watch it.
It's a good movie.
We have 2 other awards. We have our Athlete of the Week. We have our Jane Roloff Award.
Yeah.
We also have what it has. So right now, currently, our most prestigious award by just the amount of them that we've given out is the Jane Roloff Award, because we've only done it twice, right?
Well, we kind of only officially gave out one.
That's true.
We kind of sort of announced a winner last year and then never did any follow-up for posting
Oops,
it.
my bad. I
So-
feel like, yeah. Who was it last?
Our apologies to Lily Camp.
Oh my gosh.
Because we sort of repeatedly talked about how she was going to be the Jane Roloff Award winner, which is
Yeah.
the excellence through multiple
sports. Yeah,
at the highest level from Aberdeen softball and volleyball.
yeah.
So congratulations, Lily Camp. You sort of were last year's Jane Roloff Award winner, but we never did anything with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Bad job by us.
Yeah.
I feel bad about that. Lily is awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on, so I don't feel guilty anymore.
Well, if we keep doing that every year, then that will probably pass our other award that we do, which I think just by the amount of times we give this out, we could do 2 a year, but it's very rare that we even do 1.
Yeah.
And that is our bucket getter certification.
Certified bucket getter.
Certified bucket getter. Are there any bucket getters from this year, and or are there people that might be on the watch list for next year? I can think of somebody who I think is going to be on my watch list for next year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have anybody?
Okay, so
So let's go through some seniors from this year, because we generally think about seniors.
yeah, it's
So
not
there
that
might
you
be-
couldn't get it if you're a junior, but
Yeah.
it would be you'd have to do something like real special. Again,
I actually have 2 on my watch list.
if
now
we
for next
if we
year.
like kind of roll back in our brains through it started with the guy from I'm feeling
the guy
stupid.
from
the guy
Raymond.
from Raymond,
Yeah.
whose name I'm like currently blanking on, and I'm gonna feel real dumb. 'Cause he was like the first one, and
was our first
the
bucket getter.
genesis of Certified Bucket Getter was I watched him play,
Yeah.
and then I was talking about him on the show, and I called him a Certified Bucket Getter, and then I posted on social media, completely narcissistically, my quote
Weird.
about him being because I'm never narcissistic at all
Ever.
but I posted my quote about him being a certified bucket getter, and then it got some traction, and so I made a certificate for him.
Dude, you know what's cool?
What?
If you Google Raymond certified bucket getter, Trey Seidel is the top. It says, based on recent search results, certified bucket getter refers to high scoring basketball players, particularly in high school and street ball contexts. I don't know what gets that. Key individuals associated with this title in recent reports include Trey Seidel, identified as an Ole Penn Real Estate Athlete of the Week, and a certified bucket getter for scoring over 100 points.
AI knows us.
And then Kira Gardner, Raymond High School, our second bucket getter, officially recognized as a certified bucket getter, joining her classmate Trey Seidel.
That is
Dude.
wild. That's wild.
That's so cool.
We also gave McKinley Dalen,
Yeah.
a bucket getter certification. Matty Gore from Aberdeen
Yep.
got a bucket getter certification. Tice Peterson, my guy,
Yep.
who went on to play basketball at Pacific University and now is one of the team managers for the basketball team at Washington State.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So I don't think, is that all of them? Is that end of list? Because we don't give out 2 every year, but we did do 2 that year.
Yeah, I think that might be end of list.
I think it is.
So we only have 4. Was
Yeah.
that 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, 5, I think.
5,
So
yeah,
Kira,
yeah.
Trey, Maddie,
McKinley.
and Tice.
And Tice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got 2 on the watch list for next year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the very blatantly obvious answer to this is Lincoln Nemi.
Yeah.
Like Lincoln, like if there were Kalshi odds, like Lincoln would be like almost 100%. I don't know how odds work.
But you know what's weird?
He'd be 1-to-1, right?
When
Hashtag don't bet on high school sports.
Hashtag
don't bet on high school sports. That, you know what's funny is when I first said I have someone on the watch list for next year.
Yeah.
That's not the name I was thinking
I know
of.
the name you were thinking of because you and I kind of talked about it a little
Yeah.
bit, and I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think like by leaps and bounds, the most likely person next year to be
100%.
named a certified bucket
Yes.
getter is Lincoln.
Yes, 100%.
No
And that's
doubt
why I
about
was
that.
like, oh wait, there's probably 2.
Yeah. On the girls' side, so the criteria for being a certified bucket getter
Yes.
is you score at all 3 levels, you score consistently,
Yep.
you score with volume, and you can create your own shot.
Yes.
So there are players who score a lot of points, like Jilly Dalen, like Aaliyah Kennedy,
Yep.
who might not necessarily check all the box. They're great players, and it
Yes.
doesn't take anything away from them, but
Yeah.
certified bucket getter is a very specific thing.
Yes.
So
My
we
thought
have
for-
some that wouldn't qualify.
Yeah, my thought for Aaliyah, and she's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
So she's got time.
Right.
If she continues to grow her outside shot, like if she can, because I feel like she can score at the first 2 levels.
Yep.
But I don't feel like she's started to branch out a little bit to shooting threes. The percentage needs to go up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
The shot creation probably.
shot creation, well, she
creates
creates
shots
most
on
of
the
her own
inside.
shots.
Yeah.
But you're right, they're all on the inside.
Yeah, she's got to get a bag.
Yeah. Well, and right now most of her bag is just bully ball.
And
Like,
it works.
coast to
Like,
coast.
Honestly, I'm almost like, don't be a certified bucket getter because you can just bully everyone.
Right. And just keep grabbing all the stats.
Yeah.
Like, trying to think, is there? I don't think there's.
I think if we're gonna project a couple years down the road, we might be having this conversation about Crew Messick, but he's only a sophomore also.
Okay.
But by the time Crew is a senior for Monty Boys, we might be
Oh.
having that conversation.
You know who might get into this conversation in a few years? KJ.
Yeah.
He's a good scorer too.
Yep.
That could be a
Chase says that he has an agenda to push for the award this year.
okay.
Which award? The Bucket Getter
The Bucket
Award or
Getter?
the Jane Roloff Award?
I'm not sure.
Chase, clarify for us, please.
Dude,
He also didn't say what his agenda was.
I kind of have an idea of what his agenda is, and that this
Yeah.
person was on our finalists list for,
For last year.
when he
Yeah.
was a junior.
100%.
Just excellence across multiple sports.
Yeah.
It just kind of like it's hard. It's going to be hard for him because the team success isn't there, and titles have been a part of
Yeah.
the Jane Roloff Award for both seasons. So
true.
that's the hard part.
Yeah. But yeah,
We'll see what happens in baseball and softball. We got a whole spring.
We
sports
got a whole
season
spring
ahead of
sports
us.
season. But the name I was thinking of though was Ryan Weidman.
Yeah.
Like what he did at the end of the year, if that just becomes like senior Ryan Weidman,
Yeah.
what his last like 5-6 games, that's some bucket getter stuff. He was
Yeah.
hitting from all 3 levels. He was creating.
Yeah.
He was going to the hoop. He was pull up J's. He was hitting open threes. And I was just like, holy crap. This kid was billed as like point guard,
Yeah.
facilitate, take care of the basketball. And in the last 5
Knock
games,
down a couple of jumpers.
yeah, and in the last 5 games, it was like, who's this guy? So anyway,
I'm totally with you on that. Ryan, I think his game just throughout the course of the year developed so much to the
Yeah.
point that he became at times the most important player on the floor.
yeah,
And that's on a team that had Mason Fry and Caden Grubb out there with him. So that's saying a lot. I think Ryan's a really talented player, and I'm excited to see what this team. The Monty Boys basketball team is going to be really interesting next year because it is so stacked with junior talent. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many players they have that would be like top level talent, like statewide.
Right.
Like locally, yes, top level talent, but like top level talent statewide, I'm not sure how much they have. But the junior class is so stacked. And then on top of that, you have a couple of they're going to be seniors next year. And then the kids who are sophomores this year and are going to be juniors next year, you have 2 or 3 kids on that at that level that are going to be looking at varsity spots. It's going to be a very deep team. It'll be fun to watch.
Almost too deep.
Yes.
Like rotation's going to be difficult to figure out next year.
There's going to be probably 10 or 11 players that deserve to be on the floor in a varsity game.
Yeah.
Which is the tough part.
That is super tough.
Yeah. We can do a commercial break and then come back with our Cal Raleigh talk.
Cal Raleigh, and let's talk a little bit of NFL.
Yeah.
Free agency happened?
Yeah.
All right. Andrew's like searching some things, so I'll filibuster for a second as we now do a commercial break.
Spivey Realty Group's goal is to make buying, selling, investing, and renting real estate in Grace Harbor simple. They believe in 100% transparency and unparalleled communication with local expertise, tech-enhanced, and top-notch service for their friends, neighbors, and community. Their goal is simple: get a group of strong-willed, hard-working people together who want to make a difference in Grace Harbor and to use real estate as the means of achieving that. Voted Grace Harbor's best real estate company. Find them on Facebook or visit graceharborrealestate.com. Spivey Realty Group, elevating small-town real estate.
Thank you to our sponsors, Spivey Realty Group and the law office of Jeffrey A. Damashevitz. Yeah. Let's see.
We're talking about Cal?
We are. And you know what? It's okay that Justin's not here for the start of it because Andrew has the strongest...
Wait,
I think you have the strongest feelings on the whole thing. But the more and more I see from the national media, like, I'm sorry. I'm going to let you talk for a little bit first, but remind me to just talk about how, like, I used to really respect John Boy, even though he's a Yankees fan. And then over the last, 6 months, his takes on things have shown me that he's just another idiot Yankees fan who doesn't actually understand anything.
Did you guys give a summary of what actually happened?
No, Andrew's about to... Okay, do we need to give the summary of what happened? I feel like everybody knows what happened.
I think it might be give us a 15-second elevator.
I can summarize what
happened. All right,
okay,
Andrew, summarize it, and then
Team USA. So I want to start this out by saying I'm not a fan of Team USA's coaching staff.
Oh my gosh,
they have been a train wreck.
Yes.
However,
I have thoughts on that too. So let's circle back to that later.
Okay, yeah, let's circle back to that. So the USA team as a team has been consciously they've talked about this, let's focus on business, guys. Let's focus on business. So that's part of this. Raleigh.
Big dumper.
Like Rollie. Raleigh.
Told before the game, he communicated to Randy Arozarena.
Oh, I haven't heard this part.
Don't try to shake my hand.
He told him before the game?
Yes.
Randy
went and tried to shake his hand, which that's fine. If Cal were offended by that, I'd be like, Cal, you're soft.
Yeah.
Cal did not shake his hand.
Yeah.
Randy appears to have been offended, although there is some question as to how offended, because he said extremely serious sounding things that some Spanish-speaking people have said, well, yeah, if you translate it word for word, it sounds awful, but that's what you say about your bro.
Yeah.
You just busting his
Gotcha.
So it's possible that he was not literally saying that as an English-speaking person would say it.
If you hear the straight across translation of it actually says something like I would say to you.
That's true, actually. Actually, good call. Good call.
Yeah, actually, we're probably perfectly because he was like, his parents are amazing. They're the only thing he has to be proud of.
And he can go to the house of... I can't say the last word.
So it became this big thing. Cal spoke to the media like the next day and said he'd talked to Randy and they were good. Randy has not spoke to the media,
which he never really does.
He doesn't do it a lot, although he did immediately afterwards.
Yeah,
in multiple languages, strongly. He is now back because Mexico got eliminated.
Yep.
From the World Baseball Classic. They went to he's back in camp and he didn't talk to the media, but he released a statement saying basically we didn't get done what we wanted to do with Team Mexico, but I'm back in the Mariners camp and I'm like everything is focused on the World Series for the Mariners, which is fine, but the national media and some Mariners media has noticed that there was no mention of like, I love my brother Cal or anything like that. Like he just didn't address it at all.
Which I hope it's because he's like, this is so dumb, I'm not even going to do that.
Subsequently, last night or the night before last, Team USA played Team Canada in the quarterfinals. And our beloved first baseman, Josh Naylor, gets messaged Cal before the game saying, I'm going to give you a fist bump. And Cal said, please don't. And then he got up to bat and he was like, I'm going to give you a fist bump. And Cal was like,
just shaking his head, and you can see him
grinning.
Laughing. Yeah.
And afterwards, this was helpful for the John Boy people who were like, oh my gosh. Oh, he's disrespected another teammate.
Yeah. And literally John Boy tweeted the video and goes, this is so lame. Like, Cal, you're so lame.
So
and I was like, oh my God.
Naylor clarified afterwards that he was basically messing with Cal.
Yeah.
Like, Cal's a great friend. I'm just busting his chops.
Yes. And
I like listening to Naylor talk because he sounds so different from what I think he would based on like his on-field persona.
So there is an extent. I don't know if Daniel
he just
kind of
looks grumpy.
Yeah.
But this has escaped just baseball media and it has now reached the Savannah Bananas.
I did see this video. This is awesome.
Justin has not seen it. I'm going to play it, and if we get copyright strikes or something, then
who cares?
Oh well.
Can you put it on our screen?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Cool. Andrew does technology.
We can do that? What? This opens up so many doors of things that will make Andrew's life more difficult.
Dude, we're gonna have him show videos all the time.
Yep.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
We should play the Naylor interview too.
Down on the turf, the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals battle for the first time.
And that hug, I feel like, is a nod to the Dominican Republic one, and then the full-on dance.
It looks like
the bro dance.
Bill Leroy denied Reese Hampton a handshake.
Isn't that a thing the Mariners did with the feet?
Oh, maybe.
How Raleigh ran a World Baseball Classic situation.
Oh, I know what you're talking about with the feet. It was different. Oh. That's funny.
So,
dude, I love it.
If you're listening audio only, that was a video of the Savannah Bananas. There was like a guy reached out for a handshake. Catcher said no, and then they got up and they hugged and then they danced together.
Did like a full-on dance, which is pretty
spot on for
the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah,
they love dancing at the Savannah.
They also love making fun of baseball unwritten rules.
Yes,
like that is any kind of baseball drama. The Savannah Bananas are quick to expand it and make it fun. Or funny.
I feel like the Team USA is so, like, the leadership is so butthurt over the fact that they lost to Japan last year that they've basically made it no fun for everybody this year.
While also simultaneously not knowing what qualifies them for the next.
That's true. Like, in some ways they're like, hey, we're going to be serious. And then in other ways they're like, but not serious for us to actually learn the rules.
Yeah, DeRosa. I mean, that was the big controversy, right? Like against Italy, DeRosa, the manager, did not know. They thought that he said out loud that they thought they had already punched their ticket to the next round, and that what happened against Italy didn't matter.
Right.
And then when they lost to Italy, they found out, oh shoot.
On top of that, he talked about how some guys were dragging because they'd been partying the night before.
Yes.
Right. But also, like, there was a lot of weird roster stuff, which is where...
the lineup was not a lineup that you would run out to win a game.
Okay, so I want to tell you guys something, and then I want to get both of your reactions to it. I was listening to the Lebitard show and hearing David Sampson, who is a former Marlins executive, talk about this, about the World Baseball Classic. And he said... Everyone who's criticizing Mark DeRosa for the lineup, it's just all BS. Every single player that is allowed to be on the World Baseball Classic roster has had the team that they come from has been told, your guy will get X amount of at-bats, X amount of innings pitched. Everything is preset. The manager doesn't have any choice in it. Everything is preset by the leadership beforehand. So the guys who played in the guys who played in the game against Italy, it was predetermined. Okay, this is our easiest game. That they're taking it's like we've had these conversations before about how executives in baseball take the decisions out of the hands of the managers, and it was just told to him, these are the guys you're going to play. This is how long you're going to play them.
And that's why he had Clayton Kershaw warming up in the 7th inning and then quickly put in a good pitcher when he realized that they needed to actually try to win.
His argument actually was that the agreement was to get Clayton Kershaw up and warming up and have him on the screen and then not have him pitch at all. That was his argument.
That is so ridiculous.
I don't even know. I'm not arguing for it, and I'm not even saying that it's true.
If that were true, that would be the go-to argument that DeRosa would be using, but he's
not allowed to say it.
He is saying...
He's not allowed to, because the people who are in charge of him are the ones... Like, the idea is that he is the meat shield between the people who are making the decisions. That's his job, to be the meat shield between the people who are making the decisions and the people who are criticizing them.
I really... appreciate Samson's opinions on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But there's been multiple times where, like, just because the way that he sees things have been done, that has absolutely not been the case in every situation.
He projects.
And that's been proven to be the case. Like, just because that's how it was with the stuff he was around doesn't mean that every team's done that, and he projects that upon everybody. And now this is getting like borderline conspiracy theory.
It really
level.
is.
Like, nope, that was the agreement. Kershaw's gonna get up in the bullpen.
I was shocked when I heard him say that, like, all those decisions about the lineup and roster changes during that Italy game, that those were completely not Mark DeRosa's decision. I was shocked when I heard that, and he's the only one that I heard say those things.
I have more questions about that too, because he isn't saying that that's true of all the teams, just the USA team. So he's arguing.
No,
that
I think
USA
he would argue that that's about all the teams.
Because it's clearly not
but
true
that's
of the
not
other
how
teams
the other teams have
who
been
are
managed.
managing to win.
Well, all those players are from the U.S. anyway. All the players on almost every team are from the U.S.
A lot of the best players are from are playing in the MLB. That is
well,
true.
most of the rosters of the teams that did anything are like better than 50% are from the United States. 23 of Italy's 26 players are from the United States, born in the United States.
We're talking about the way the teams are being
right, because
managed.
we're talking about MLB teams. We're talking about guys who play in Major League Baseball.
Well,
yeah.
Right. We're talking about the way that the country teams are being managed.
Yes.
Yeah, like
So
the MLB executives don't have control over the Dominican Republic team.
And if they did,
that's my argument.
It would be like if they did, we would know.
I'm not
if
saying
a team were only allowing a player to play with certain certain limits. Like, okay, yeah, we'll let you pitch, but you cannot pitch more than X amount of pitches or something. That would be known.
I don't think that's true necessarily. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that the
because
major league teams,
some people.
the major league teams would have incentive to not have that be known.
We knew what the limits
so, like,
were
if the
on Tarek Skubal
because the
before
major
he started.
The MLB teams are the ones who are paying all the players all this money. So if the idea is we're the ones who are playing these players, we will allow you to use our players for a little while, but here's what you're going to do. Like you're going to either if the idea is I want to cap them at this, or I want to make sure that they are they're playing enough. Like some of them you don't want your players to be on a team and then never play, right? So it's be like I think from the other side of that, it's like I want my guy to get at least one at bat a game or something.
There are rules in the World Baseball Classic. They have pitch limits. I don't remember what the pitch limit is.
It's like Little League?
Yeah, yes. Like there are rules that are known, and certain players have gone into the World Baseball Classic with stated like this is what I'm going to do and I'm going back to camp. Tarek Skubal just started one game, and it was actually kind of awesome because he clearly regretted not being able to keep playing.
Right.
Because going into it, it was known he's going to start. He's not going to pitch more than a certain amount of pitches, and then that's his start. He's going to go back to Detroit and get with the team.
Almost like he probably regretted taking himself out of the Mariners playoff game.
Right.
Because he's a giant wuss. Sorry, no.
But he after that start, he was talking. He was clearly emotionally affected.
Right.
Like he was like, "This was awesome." I mean, like we're gonna have to see. Like the plan had been to go back to Detroit, but like I'm gonna talk like and. He ended up going back to Detroit.
Andrew, am I hearing you correct? You're saying you have trouble believing that because it's been so known what the parameters were for some players.
Yes.
That it's weird that wouldn't be a public facing thing for most players.
I don't have a hard time believing that at all.
Other people would be like, "Oh yeah, well that's just normal." Like it wouldn't be a thing if if Tarek Skubal wasn't special. Tarek Skubal wasn't special, it wouldn't be an issue. Like people wouldn't be talking about it if there were limits.
If everybody
on all
had
these
those
things.
limits.
So you're assigning it limits. I wasn't assigning it limits. I was more saying like these guys are going to be on the field, basically. Like these guys are going to be on the field for X amount of time. Like
you're breaking his own rules.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost minimums.
So
which is the thing with
who was the guy who was playing though? Because like there was the main point of that was one of the hitters for the U.S. was like a platoon guy, but he was facing the wrong-handed pitcher.
Yes. Pete Crow Armstrong, I think, possibly.
No. It was an older guy.
Oh, okay.
I can't really like argue on the side of this particular opinion because I don't even think that I subscribe to it.
Right.
But I'm trying my best to like say the things that he was
it.
saying, and he said it so matter-of-factly, like anyone who disagreed with him would be dumb.
Right, which is what liars do.
Okay, I like it.
That is how you sell a lie.
But there has been other times that I hear David Sampson say something, and then I bring it on this show, and we talk about it, and we realize that it doesn't really add up, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I want to say it was some older guy, and I'm like, why would his like? That's why what you were just saying didn't make that much sense. Like, hey, we're gonna play you against the easy guys because we agreed with your team that you'd get.
Well, most of those Italy guys are from the U.S. anyway.
Exactly, and I'm just like, well, I don't think it would matter for that guy. That guy's like a super old dude who probably doesn't do much in spring training anyway. Like,
yeah. And as someone who paid very little attention to the World Baseball Classic, I don't know the ins and outs of like who was being played that wasn't.
Right.
But I do remember hearing the conversation that like, whoa, the way that the lineup was played during the Italy game was clear weird. That Mike DeRosa didn't think that it mattered if they won or not.
Right. And so Sampson's defense of DeRosa was
out of his hands.
It was out of his hands because that was what they deemed was the easiest matchup, and so they were going to play all of their worst players no matter what in that game.
Whether it was their worst players or not, like that basically preordained in the game was that okay, we have to play these guys X amount of time. We're going to play these guys for this amount of time during this game, and clearly DeRosa thought they had already locked up their spot. You know, that was in the interview. That was public. So, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Maybe not necessarily that he was told you will play so and so for 2 innings and 1 at bat.
But he
was like,
know.
I have to fit these guys in here in
Right.
these spots, and that he would know that this was the best time for him to do it because they had already locked up the
Yeah.
spot.
Regardless of the lineup thing,
Yeah,
they did not know that that game mattered.
right.
Because he said it, and because they partied the whole night before, and so everybody was dragging the day after.
And there were several errors.
Tons of errors.
That were like the kind of error you're like, oh, yeah, he was hungover. That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So true.
What do you guys think of the, like, I guess kind of one of the things that makes the World Baseball Classic fun is that you see different cultures enjoy baseball in different ways,
Yes,
right?
I love it.
So the American team is kind of stiff and rigid. The Latin teams,
Hence the Cal Raleigh stuff.
right? The Latin teams tend to be very expressive
Yeah.
and like have over the top celebrations.
Dude, the biggest bat flip I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is
Do
it
you-
the one that
He's
that
literally
Gino
threw it
tried
as-
to catch?
Somebody
Have you
tried to
seen
catch
that
it?
one?
No.
Gino.
Oh.
Eugenio Suarez.
I love that guy.
In the Venezuela game, there's a bat flip that goes so high that it's in the bottom of the wide shot of the full field. Like it's showing in the wide shot. And then you see Gino like looking up and trying to catch it and then not catching it and being like, ah.
Do you guys think that Major League Baseball would be better off and more fun to watch if they allowed some of these guys, like culturally, it seems like the Latin players are a lot more expressive.
Yeah.
They're more joyful.
Yes.
Like, do you think Major League Baseball would be better off if they were allowed to do that?
Are they
and
not
not
allowed?
allow? See, okay, here's now quick sidebar.
Yeah.
I've been on the record as using the term soy boy beta males. I have shifted slightly away from that lately, and I've been going soft little baby boys. And I would apply that to people in baseball who get offended over every stupid little thing.
Yes.
So, like, a pitcher gets mad because somebody bat flips against him after they hit a home run. You're being a soft little baby boy.
Yep.
So would Major League Baseball be better off instead of penalizing the people who express joy and pandering to the soft little baby boys? Would it be better if they let people just kind of celebrate the way they want to?
Yes. To a point. Like, maybe, and then maybe this is, I don't know. So, part of me is like, celebrate how they want to. We all love end zone celebrations, right?
Right. And the NFL's done better.
Even better, they're still way too restrictive.
Yeah.
But I can also see the side of things like sometimes athletes are morons
Yeah.
and they do incredibly vulgar things.
Oh, like Randy Moss with that mooning thing.
No, but that
Joe
like,
Buck got
Fake
so
mooning,
offended.
The
So
fake
offended.
mooning is funny.
the fake
Joe
mooning is
Buck
funny.
got so offended by
Real
that.
mooning would be obviously not acceptable.
Yes, that's where I'm going. Like,
yeah.
some of these guys are lunatics and children who never had to grow up because they've just played a
Or
game
just
their whole
still
life.
Children.
Yeah.
Like 20.
Yeah, so I can see how there's a point.
Way to infantilize an entire generation, Andrew. Good job.
But we were talking about this on the way up that the American baseball old crusties are like, oh, you stared at your home run for 2 seconds instead of 1 second. I'm gonna hit you in the head with the ball the next time you come up. And it's like, bro, stop. Freaking giving a high five to the other team as they run around the bases of an absolute nuke they hit is getting ridiculed in youth sports. Like, stop. Play the game in a way that is fun. And it's fun to celebrate crazy awesome things even if you're on the other team.
Yeah.
Like, if I was playing football and I was playing cornerback and the wide receiver made like the craziest one-handed toe tap catch I've ever seen, I'm probably going to help him up and be like, bro, that was sick. And yet, for some reason, a guy rounding the bases getting a high five from the shortstop, and I've seen videos on YouTube of coaches absolutely berating their shortstops for giving a guy a high five in high school baseball. And then I look to the comments like, oh, everybody's going to be on this coach, right? No, 90% of the comments are saying, yeah, if you want to be nice after the game. We're in a competition. I'm like, in what universe do you see these guys from the Dominican Republic and Venezuela doing crazy things, giving each other hugs before the game or during the game or handshakes at second base? In what universe do you see them not playing as competitive as possible and putting it all on the line? There's no correlation between recognizing somebody else's game and not trying hard yourself.
Yeah.
What is your brain malfunction to think that you cannot respect, recognize, enjoy the person you're playing against and still play your heart out to beat them? And that's the disconnect.
I think
it's so frustrating.
A lack of, I don't know if empathy is the right word, but that's probably the closest word. That like it's a lack of understanding that other people process differently.
Yeah.
So, for some people, being competitive requires being locked in, not being distracted, being 100% focused and serious and like nose to the grindstone.
Right.
For other people, expressing the emotion and being so excited is literally how they reach their peak performance.
Dude.
And it's cultural. Like, it is cultural, but I think more than cultural, it's personal. Like, some guys play that way, other guys play this way.
You know what? That's very good to know, because I think that Cal Raleigh's an excellent example of someone who needs to be one way to play his best, but also doesn't get upset at other people being their way. And I think that's a great example, because in my head I'm like, come on, Cal, you're just shaking somebody's hand. How hard is that? Like, even not counting it against him, like, I don't care if Cal Raleigh really shakes somebody's hand or not, but like, how hard would it have been? But that's how he plays his best, is he's locked in. And you know what? Some people are so weird, they need to have alter egos. Logan Gilbert, everybody calls him Walter the day he pitches. Because he wants to have such a different mentality from his normal goofy self that he's like, I'm not Logan today, I'm Walter. And Walter is going to go, like,
where
dominate
does Walter
some
come
pitcher.
from?
I have no clue.
I
think Cal. I honestly
Walter
think
is
Cal.
my grandfather's name.
I think Cal made it up for him.
Oh, did he?
In the minor leagues, like
I
it
thought
was.
that it was related to Jeff Dunham's Walter, the
Oh,
cranky
really?
old man.
Well,
I don't know.
Walter is my grandpa and my uncle's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the Jeff Dunham character though, right?
Yeah.
Like the cranky old
Yeah.
guy.
I think it's.
What did you just flash on your face? Like that you just took a drink and then a drop got in your eye?
Yeah, I got my eyeball.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I think I occupy this space in between, like,
So
I want guys to be able to express themselves and like have fun with their celebrations, but I wouldn't do that.
Yes.
Like when I wouldn't be the one who's doing a massive bat flip, but I also don't clutch my pearls over it when I see other people.
I'm 100% with you there, and that's why I'm pointing out this like difference of, because I am not a overly emotional athlete.
Right.
Like when I'm
not an athlete at all.
When I'm doing my best, I'm saying when I'm doing something athletic and I'm doing my best, I am 100% focused.
Right.
Do you ever think about what it would be like if you were like really athletic?
I'm gonna punch you in the face. I forgot about that. That was a funny trend. Yeah, I think what we've come to today, I 100% agree with everybody who's saying. People should be allowed to express themselves with however they play the game the best way. If that's a dude doing a massive bat flip and just playing the game with like almost a silliness, and that's how they play the best, where you're Manny Ramirez and your swing thoughts are like, I like Fruity Pebbles, and then you just hit nukes.
Yeah.
Or your Brandon David, I can't remember. There's
David Brandelson.
Guys who just need to like be like, all right, first I step this way, then I turn my elbow like
Gronk.
this, then I do this. Like every
Gronk. Oh, few word. Why use lot word when few word do trick?
Oh, Daniel's talking more about like exact row, like
yeah,
kicker.
like Opposite, like a like
Opposite
somebody
of
who's
Gronk.
technical with every little tiny. Like people are going to succeed in different ways, and
You see some of the
Tyler
I
Lockett.
feel like some especially
I don't know.
relief pitchers.
You're just naming names now.
Yeah.
You're
I
being
feel
annoying.
like some relief pitchers have incredibly exact windups that kind of act as that. Where there's
Yeah.
every time they pitch, it's like
You
the
figured that out. so
exact
fast.
same motion.
It's annoying. I realized I went Manny Ramirez, and like everybody under the age of 25 was like, "Who's that?"
Who? Manny Ramirez?
And then you compare
$6 million
that to, like,
man.
Matt Brash, who I'm pretty sure literally just gets up on the mound and is like, throw it really freaking hard.
Mark McLemore.
Like, like I don't think Matt Brash has any idea what his body is doing while he's throwing. He is just like, I just really rip it.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
You're trying to sucker me in by naming a beaver.
Gary
do you guys-
Payton.
Are you guys
Dude!
Are you guys interested in
Jacquiz Rogers? Jaquiz, I should say.
Jaquiz. Or James.
Mike Haas?
the key
Brandon Cooks?
Sean Mannion.
the key
Corey
starting
Benjamin?
lineup
Sorry,
decisions
you don't know who
that is.
for Team USA were Bryce Harper not being in the starting lineup in favor of Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul
That was the
Goldschmidt's
name.
still
I-
pretty good, though.
Bregman
That was the name I was
also
looking for,
not
though.
being in the starting lineup in favor of Ernie Clement.
What's alignment?
Who's Ernie?
Starting lineup, sorry. In favor of Ernie Clement and Bryce Terang being benched in favor of, it says others like Clement. I'm not sure. It did.
Yeah.
So it was not the best lineup starting, and they didn't make changes until like the 7th inning.
Yeah.
Which
And that's why, like, Goldschmidt's like the one where, like, he's an older dude.
is Goldschmidt
like-
the
Platoon guy.
platoon guy too.
Yeah, his platoon splits are pretty strong, and it's like, and he's old. Like, saying that he has to get a certain amount of at bats. Dude could walk into Major League Camp tomorrow with like doing nothing, and they'd be like, "Hey, Paul, you're here for year number 20. Like, we don't care." So that's why, like, when what's his name was saying that this guy had to get this amount of at bats, his Major League team doesn't give two craps how many at bats Paul Goldschmidt gets. He's like a 20-year vet. Nobody cares.
I want to add this caveat on top of my disbelief of that take, though. If he told me, "Oh no, I'm not saying this about the World Baseball Classic teams in general. I'm saying this is what Team USA has done," I would be like, "Yeah, that checks out because the rest of the coaching has been trash." Yesterday, the pitching coach was like, honestly, I've been underwater, like, preparing for all of these games. And I'm going, there's 7 games. There's only 7 games.
Yeah.
Yes, there are pitchers that you don't have film on because they're electrical engineers from Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
That guy was awesome.
Dude, love that guy.
But
So cool.
That was like, that made you feel like Daniel Hargrove could step in.
Right?
And just play in the World Baseball
Right?
Classic.
That's what I was thinking. I was
Justin,
like,
Daniel's not an electrical engineer.
Could you... Daniel.
so true, King.
Are you German enough? Like, the rules are pretty loose. Are you German enough to play for the German team?
I think
And is there a German team?
I don't know.
There are qualification games going on in the 3 years before the World Baseball Classic. So there are a lot of countries that have teams that don't make it to the Baseball Classic.
Just give a couple of Heil Hitlers and
Dude, that's not.
just get as German as you
Justin.
possibly can. What?
Justin,
What?
that is very un-German.
Oh.
Yeah.
Germans are very
pretty sure-
anti that now.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure they
it's
get arrested if they
illegal.
do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Gosh, I don't know Germany. I don't even
So-
know where it is on a map.
so-
I didn't
It's
know
right
if
next
Utah.
to Ohio.
I didn't know if Utah and Idaho. You know what?
Andrew.
Daniel was very gracious with me when we were on our way here. I asked him if Utah and Idaho share a border, like if they are next to each other. And the answer was yes, by the way, for those who don't know.
Yeah. So I think I'm probably German enough. I mean, judging by the Italian team.
But how many?
Yeah, I'd say so.
How many?
I'm German enough. I'm Polish enough.
Ooh.
But my name is English enough that I think I could play for Great Britain.
How many generations are you removed from someone in the old world, though?
In the old world,
because for myself, very English, German, and Scandinavian.
Yeah.
But all of it was like really
how many
long time ago.
How many generations
like
does it have to be?
The qualification, you have to be able to qualify for a passport to that country. Like the qualification level is really low.
Oh.
That's not that low.
It's pretty low.
Like if your parents weren't born there, then
no,
it's
more
difficult.
than that. No, it's beyond that.
Okay, because
most of the people I'm aware of, their parents were born there.
My grandparents
Like their
were born
second
here.
A lot
My
of the,
great
yeah.
My great grandparents, I think, were born Old World.
Oh, if that's I might be able to play for the Polish team.
So I'm pretty sure
if I was good at baseball.
I'm pretty sure I have great grandparents born in Poland. I'm pretty sure I have great grandparents born in Germany. I don't have great grandparents born in the UK.
I found a graphic on Instagram that showed the qualifications, and everyone knows that graphics on Instagram are the authority on everything.
100%.
So
I'm gonna text my mom and dad and be like, "Hey, do I have great grandparents born? What if I have
like let's be honest. Okay, if we're talking about could you qualify for a passport? How many people are clamoring to get into Germany?
Is that like
how many people are clamoring to get into Germany?
Is that something you do on a clam tide?
In Poland, Poland is a hard place to get into. Germany, I don't think so.
So, I'm the most permissive rule for inclusion here is that if a player provides documentary evidence satisfactory to the World Baseball Classic Incorporated, that they would be granted citizenship or a passport under the country's laws if they applied.
A passport? That's the thing is like I feel like you can get a passport to go to Germany.
Hey, wait a second.
No.
Hold up.
Not a passport, a German passport. That is it's not a passport to go to Germany.
Oh.
It's a passport saying that you are German.
Justin.
This is Iowa all over again.
What if my mom was
Broadly
born?
speaking,
Hey,
you need to have a parent that was born.
Because
in that
basically,
country.
I
That
could
is
travel.
the-
I
like,
could get a
most-
passport to travel to
like,
Japan, so I should
most
be able to
of the
play for the
Italian
Japanese
players-
team.
oh Lord.
Most of the Italian players are second generation. They were born in the U.S., but one of or more of their parents were born in Italy.
I don't want
wow.
to talk about this anymore.
What if, Andrew? What if my mom wasn't born in the United States?
Was she born in Kenya?
was she born?
She can't be president.
I have a cousin that was born in Turkey.
My mom was
The
born.
animal or the country?
The country.
My mom was born in Alaska before it was a state.
That's freaking awesome.
Wait, what? Was it its own sovereign
It was
thing?
a territory.
It was a territory.
It was a U.S. territory.
So
Seaward's Folly. That's what they called the Alaska Purchase.
Yep.
Which,
dude,
man, he came out smelling like roses in the
Yeah.
post time.
Oh, Andrew, do you know about this? Your sister said that gas prices are still expensive in Alaska, even though they have a ton of oil because they don't have any refineries there.
Oh, that sounds
A,
right.
is that true? And B, why don't they have any refineries there? You're just generally smart about things, so I thought you might know.
And I don't even know if Utah and
That sounds
Idaho touch
very
each other.
reasonable. Like, that sounds right. And for the second question, I don't know for certain, but my guess would be environmental regulations.
Okay.
So it's like it's more expensive because of the regulations around refineries. It's probably more expensive to build a refinery in Alaska than it is to ship the oil to somewhere to refine it to ship it back.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Got to the bottom of that one.
Yeah. All right, are we good on the Cal Raleigh thing? Everything is fake and
Yeah.
silly and everything's going to be okay.
Fake and silly.
I think the best, yeah. I think the
would
best
be
thing is
shocked.
Josh Naylor's interview
Yes,
that you sent
it
us
was so
is the
good.
best part about everything.
Can you play that
I-
video? Yeah. You should have never let us know that you can play videos.
I know. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, he found it. He's playing it.
Hold on.
He's pressing pause. He's moving the thing over.
We didn't vet this, so if there's any profanity in it, we apologize.
Josh Naylor knows what he's doing.
He's Canadian.
He doesn't say profanity to reporters.
He's a Canadian. He has no concept of good and evil.
He's not Cal Raleigh. He doesn't drop an F. But wait. I just heard what you said. My sister says that our great-grandparents were born in Germany on my dad's side, and she's not sure. We might have my mom's grandpa might have been born in Poland.
I don't think this is playing the audio.
Oh.
What? Why not?
Well, we did our best. At least we get to look at Josh Naylor.
Anyway, he says, I'm just joking, really trying to make light of the situation. I texted him before that I was going to do it and said, please. He said, please don't. And then he said I was going to do it anyway. One of my favorite teammates, and he's such a good leader. I love playing with him. I was really happy to get traded to the Mariners last year and kind of experience the locker room with him and just being his teammate and going to dinner with him. And so, yeah, I love him, and I was just super joking. Yeah, and he's got like the biggest grin on his face.
He looks so different than he ever does on the baseball field.
Right. He always looks so
he looks
grumpy.
grumpy, but also like slovenly, like a slovenly, grumpy dude.
Yeah.
I loved JP Crawford's. It was last year at some point they were asking him about Naylor, and he was like, "Yeah, I thought he really didn't like me until he was on our team, and then like he's a great dude."
Yeah. Because he was like, I'd get on first base and I'd try and talk
And
to him,
he's
and
like-
he just wouldn't say anything.
Just mean mug.
All right. Really quickly, I've got two NFL things that I want to bring up. The first one is Nick from N2 Media said that, wow, Minnesota's giving up on J.J. McCarthy already.
On 9?
Yeah, on 9. It's talking about weird alter egos.
Yeah.
That dude got really weird real fast.
Well, everyone else called him 9 because they didn't want to say his real name.
They didn't want to say J.J.?
They want to say J.J. McCarthy because it became a bad word in Minnesota to say J.J. McCarthy, so that people started calling him 9.
Like people started calling Russell Wilson 3
he's
when he was so
no,
good?
it's because he's so bad that people stopped wanting to say his name.
Wow.
So they started calling him 9.
Do you think do you think that they're giving up on him by signing Kyler Murray? Or do you think Kyler Murray's going to be the backup? Because I saw that signing and I was like, oh, they want some
and
competition.
our Browns fans devastated that Kyler Murray didn't go to the Browns.
Competition, yes, but I think Kyler Murray would be the clear favorite to win that starting quarterback job.
Really?
Why?
Because 9 is terrible.
Yeah, but Kyler Murray's also terrible.
Yeah.
Kyler should have played baseball.
I think it's because here's my read on it.
That was the other thing. Angels fans are devastated that Kyler Murray signed.
My read on this situation is everyone says Minnesota has an excellent roster. That Minnesota has this great roster. That look what Sam Darnold did with this roster, and they've kept a lot of it together, and it's been a good
like
roster.
Sam Darnold slander.
Yeah.
But also it's like, okay, so obviously we tried a year with 9. 9 couldn't get it done. Maybe 9 will be good in the future.
Is this 9 the number or 9 the German no?
9? No, I think it's a straight up like, okay, maybe J.J. McCarthy isn't ready to be the starting quarterback yet, and maybe he will be in the future. But if not, let's get somebody who can compete with him, and potentially we can have a Sam Darnold year. Because when Darnold was in Minnesota, he was really good.
Yeah.
Until he fell apart at the end. But the idea would be...
And by fell apart, meaning he got sacked like a million times because they're playing really good defenses. I like everybody just says he fell apart in the end, but I mean, yes, he didn't have good games, but also he was like, it was like when every time Russell Wilson got sacked like 100 times, people would be like, oh, Russell Wilson sucks. And I'm like, dude, his offensive line is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. But I think that was the idea with Kyler Murray is like, yeah, there will be a quarterback competition, but he's probably going to be the guy, but I don't know how long he's going to be the guy.
Gotcha.
Like he's going to have to, if he wants to be the long-term quarterback there, he'll have to prove himself.
Gotcha.
Otherwise,
And
it's
see-
going to be 9
and that's
or
the
someone else.
I could see a world where McCarthy, we're 9.
No, he sucks.
What? I could see a world where he had a crappy rookie year.
No,
He had
he
a wake up
sucks.
call, and now he's a little bit better. Justin,
He was the quarterback when he was the
You
quarterback.
are trolling me so hard right now. Because people are having this opinion because there's real people out there. I know that you're trolling me.
I'm a real person.
There's real
You're not
people.
a real person.
There's people out there who have this real opinion where they're like, Sam Darnold, wow, this totally proves that you can actually be a good quarterback even though you struggle at the beginning. And then also on the same breath say, wow, J.J. McCarthy sucks and you should throw him away.
It's a different story, though, because
Why?
J.J. McCarthy,
Why?
when...
Why is it?
I'm trying to tell you.
Why? I'm just doing what you're doing. Why? He sucks.
When J.J.
he
McCarthy
sucks.
was the quarterback at Michigan,
Yeah.
they had an entire offensive game plan to hide him. They ran the ball and didn't allow him to become like when he emerged as like a potential first round quarterback. It was a shock to everyone. When he emerged as a first round quarterback, it was a shock to everyone because when Jim Harbaugh was the coach at Michigan, he intentionally did everything to make J.J. McCarthy's life as easy as possible. So the idea was like, we're going to be a good team. We're going to be a good team all around, and the quarterback is going to be a game manager. So when J.J. McCarthy became a first round talent, it surprised everyone.
It surprised everyone because the national media is stupid.
J.J. McCarthy sucks.
Dude. Okay, so Russell Wilson.
No, he was really good. He's always been good.
No, that's
He's dynamically talented.
Justin.
J.J. McCarthy is not Russell Wilson. Don't do that.
Justin.
You can't say my name over
Everybody said that the Seahawks.
Walter.
The Seahawks said Russell Wilson was a game manager and that the Seahawks used him and hid him and let's run the football and play good defense. Everything that you just said about J.J. McCarthy in college was Russell Wilson with the Seahawks.
But what did J.J. McCarthy do with those opportunities in the NFL?
He won a national
What
championship.
did he do with them in the NFL? He sucked.
As a rookie.
Russell Wilson was good.
Actually, as a rookie coming off a basic rookie coming off a knee injury.
Yeah, Russell Wilson was good. J.J.
Russell
McCarthy
Wilson was good
sucks.
on a generational team with one of the best defenses.
Defensively, a generational team, yes.
And a generation, maybe not generational, one of the best running backs of all time.
Well, J.J. McCarthy has Jajettas.
And incredibly underrated receivers.
Who is it?
Justin
J.J. McCarthy.
Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson
love me
is
Doug-
amazing.
Doug
Justin
Bowley.
Jefferson is amazing. But who was his running backs? Was it Marshawn Lynch?
I didn't pay attention to the NFL this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all I know is J.J.
Chase
McCarthy
says Drake
sucks.
May.
Yeah, there you go.
Who said Drake May?
Chase.
Oh, yeah, Drake May. Good point, Chase.
Yeah.
He's right about that.
Anyway, that's everything you just said mirrored Russell Wilson's. Like the national talk about Russell Wilson was so hard.
Not from college. From college, Russell Wilson was the playmaker. In college, J.J. McCarthy and Russell Wilson in college was the guy who made the plays and had all the stats.
That's not true.
J.J. McCarthy was
And
the guy
Justin,
who was
that's
hidden
not
by
true.
his coach.
Justin, that's not
You
true.
can keep saying my name. Please call me Walter.
Walter, that's not true. We saw Russell Wilson, the playmaker.
Yeah.
We said all those things.
It's true.
Everybody else said he's playing at Wisconsin and handing the ball off to Wisconsin running backs
really good
behind a
offensive line.
massive offensive line. That's what everybody said. That's why Russell Wilson fell to the third round.
He had a lot of stats, though.
Yeah, he fell to the third round. No, he didn't. In college?
Yeah, he had so many stats.
He had the
Dude.
efficiency stats.
He had efficiency
He had
stats. He
yards.
had game
Yes.
manager
He-
stats.
yes.
He had yards.
Which
he had
J.J.
touchdowns.
McCarthy had.
Do you
had-
know how many passes Russell Wilson completed?
And at North Carolina,
Percentage.
at NC State?
No,
or
at
at Wisconsin.
How many?
I don't know how
I
many
was
passes.
hoping you would know.
No, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was the percentage that
Anyway.
he completed that was impressive, though, not the number.
This is a stupid conversation that
Yeah,
I
it
just.
is. I really
wanted-
enjoyed it,
Anyway.
though. It was so fun. Also, J.J. McCarthy sucks.
Are we gonna? Are we gonna?
If I were betting on Kalshi,
9!
if I were betting on Kalshi, I'd bet that he never starts another game.
Dude, do that, and then share the winnings with us, so that I don't have to like awkwardly ask our sponsors for more money again at some point.
Should I not have been gambling away all the money our sponsors send us?
Hashtag don't bet on
Not
high
away.
school
Don't
sports.
gamble it away. Gamble to win.
Oh, gamble
Win
win
that money. Okay.
This is a new concept that
Ken
Justin has not considered
win.
before.
Gamble to win. Yeah.
Ken Walker leaves in free agency. Is that a big deal?
Drake May, though. Chase is right about that. Yeah.
It is a big deal in that it is notable and important. I don't think that Ken Walker is a nobody. I also don't think that this is a bad move by the Seahawks. It does not seem like a good move to overpay a running back, even if they're a good running back who will go on to be good.
Did you see the recent reports that...
I'm sorry. So I asked my family chat of, do I have great grandparents born in other countries? So my sister's done like the Ancestry.com, that type stuff. And she just sent this over. And
Congratulations for giving the government all your information.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Corporations.
Same thing.
My great grandpa on my mom's side, Olowski. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Olowskie.
Olowski.
Yeah. Anyway, he was born in Poland in
so Justin should know
1890.
how to pronounce that.
Yeah. I said it. I did it.
I had forgotten that his first name was Adolf.
Oh.
Really common name at the time.
Ugh.
Are you sure it isn't Shevitz?
I don't think I should. I don't think I should.
Pretend you're not related to that person.
I don't think I should name my next son if I have another son Adolf. I don't think I
Oh, no,
should
we're
do
bringing
that.
it back.
We can bring it back.
We? What do you mean we?
It's going to be a few more years before that can be brought back.
A few more.
A few more? It's been like 80 already.
I think I would bet that in a couple more generations it could be start to brought back.
No.
What does
I
it
think it's
mean?
gone forever.
What does that name mean? I wonder. Anyway, so Ken Walker, keep going. Go back to that. Sorry.
How long did it take Genghis to come back? Has Genghis come back yet? So maybe it will be longer.
You know what? I just met a little Genghis the other day. That 5-year-old was legit. Little Genghis.
I'm naming my next child Genghis.
What's your name? And he's like, Genghis.
Respect.
Respect.
Anyway, what I was saying was, did you guys see the report that part of the reason Kenneth Walker moved on, I think this was a Greg Bell report, that he was sort of miffed by the split with Zach Charbonnet this season. In fact, actually, if you look at the numbers by volume, Charbonnet actually got the larger portion of the load, including significant larger portion of the goal line touches, but also as far as just snaps on the field, Kenneth Walker played one more game but had a lower amount of snaps on the field than Charbonnet did, and that Walker might have been a little miffed by that and wanted to be the feature back. And towards the end of the season, when Charbonnet got hurt and Kenneth Walker got to be the feature back, he had a chance to show everybody, here's what I can do if I'm the guy. And that might have been...
Did pretty great.
And he did really, really well. And that might have been part of the reason that he ended up moving on. Does that change your opinion about it at all?
It
also,
doesn't-
Drake May. Good point, Chase. You're right about that.
It doesn't for me, because my opinion has been that he's awesome and will probably be good for several more years and is still probably not worth top dollar.
Yeah.
I think the
there's
problem,
enough freak show running backs in college that like never get a chance in the pros that I'm pretty sure they can find somebody.
Who rushes for more yards? Genghis Walker or Adolf Walker?
Well, I looked up the name Adolf. It means noble wolf.
Oh.
So the name meaning's pretty cool.
I think
Feels
Genghis Walker
feels
rushes
like
for 2,000 yards.
an
That's a
oxymoron.
2,000 yard That's a 2,000 yard rusher.
Genghis? I wonder
Genghis
what
Walker.
Genghis means. How do you spell
ruler.
How do you spell Genghis?
That was an
There you
all-time Andrew Gross
go.
moment.
That was so good.
He's just... Oh, man.
Dude, Genghis is a masculine name of Mongolian and Turkish origin, primarily meaning universal ruler
Yeah.
or oceanic king.
That checks out.
Yep. Genghis Walker rushes for 3,000 yards.
100%. Dude, so true, King. So NCAA basketball is happening. Should we last second whip up like a bracket challenge for
I can
people
do that.
to hop into?
I'll do it because we have until it's not really necessarily last second. We have until Wednesday. The brackets won't finalize until Wednesday. So I will create a bracket challenge. Let's give like a huge prize, like a big one.
We'll talk about them.
Let's have a prize.
Speaking of huge prizes, what's the huge prize?
Let's have.
I'm ready to
prize.
go extravagant.
Let's have a prize worth $5 million.
How about like?
That seems.
What if I
excessive.
sent this shirt by mail to Kira Gardner
Signed.
to see if she could sign it?
No, you sign it, and you
I
send
sign
it to Kira.
and I send it to her and be like,
You're welcome.
and then underneath it, just say like "true bucket getter" or something like that. Dude, you're welcome.
I want to have a prize
That's
worth
so
like $500.
That's
What prize can we give that's worth $500?
my car.
Let's give. How about, you know what? $500, a tank of gas.
Oh, that's coming.
Oh,
Whoa.
but that might not be worth $500 by the time we.
It's an investment.
It might
We-
be worth $5,000.
Yeah, it's an investment. Now we give you $500 worth of gas. In 2 weeks, it's going to be worth $5,000.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say we haven't decided what it is yet, but the prize is going to be big.
Is it going to be how big? $500 worth big?
No.
Or like
no.
something we think we could be $500? How much money do we have in our bank account?
We could do 500.
I haven't seen our bank account in a long
We
time.
can do 500.
We don't. I haven't talked to our sponsors in like a
We
decade.
can
How do we?
do 50. In the past, we've given away like anywhere between $100 and $200 worth of gift cards.
Yeah.
There is going to be a prize. It's not going to be 500, but it'll be a substantial prize. Sometimes people from out of town win it, and it brings them into town. Because they, like when Skip from Eatonville won our bracket challenge.
Freaking Skip.
We gave him like Grizzly Den gift cards and stuff from local places. So when he made a trip to Ocean Shores, he used all those gift cards.
Good.
So we will do a package of local gift cards from businesses, and
I actually love that.
yeah, it'll be
Yes.
somewhere between $100 and $200 probably.
Maybe
So
500.
maybe 500.
Probably
Between
not.
$100 and $200, maximum 5.
Dude, so yesterday,
dollars.
my sister, we had a baby shower for my sister-in-law,
Yeah.
and
That's my sister.
yeah, that's true. I was tasked with going and getting the prizes for the winners of the games.
Yeah.
Dave's so proud of himself.
I'm so proud of myself, but also backstory is, so I ended up getting really cool prizes, but my initial idea was so bad that my wife like just dismissed it like instantly.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you need prizes? I'll go get some gift cards. And she was like, no, do not get Marshall's gift cards for the prizes. That's dumb. I was like, all right, I guess I
those
can
are the best.
put something together. And then I ended up going to Lavender and Fur out in Brady.
Yeah.
And I basically was like,
Not a sponsor.
I'll be able to grab
Contact
cool
us.
stuff from them.
Yeah.
And I walked in there and I was like, yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing. So then I just asked the owner, like, hey, I need 4 prizes for winners of a baby shower.
What
Can you
do
put this
people
together
like
for
who
me?
go to a baby shower?
Apparently what she put together, because
So
I've
tell
got
us what she put
rave
together.
reviews.
Now you're popular.
Rave reviews. Oh,
Congratulations.
everybody has told me how awesome I am,
Good
but
job.
pretty much I went, hey, Kaisa, can you do this for me?
No, stop. Take credit for it. What are you
I'm the
doing?
best.
Well, yeah, good job, Daniel.
Yeah.
So I think it's time we wrap up our show.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. So that you've been listening to The Scrimmage, which is brought to you by Spivey Realty Group and the law office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz. So for my co-host, Daniel Adolph Hargrove.
And my co-host, Justin Genghis.
And our trusty producer, Andrew. I can pull up videos. Did you guys know that? Gross.
Little Daniel says in the comments, Genghis Adolph Octavius Aurelius would rush for 5,000 yards this season.
Yes, he's so right about that.
So true, King. You've been listening to the Scrimmage?
The Scrimmage?